Okay, let's do this. Needs a second to start up, and there it is. So this is your brand new idea. It will probably look a bit different, but don't care about this one. Okay, we have IDEA running, we have a Java installed. So the next thing is you want to check out the sources from the Mathematica plugin. Okay, so you go to the Git. You find it pretty easy. My Git is under Halirutan. So if you try to search Halirutan and GitHub, you will most likely find this one. So repositories, and then you have the Mathematica IntelliJIDEA plugin. So just copy the URL and then you can go check out from version control. Probably this looks different, but you will find it. Okay, then just paste the thing in. Okay, I have already downloaded it, so it reminds me. Let's put this somewhere else. For instance, say just in the temporary folder. Okay, fine. So you just choose a parent folder and you give it a name, just leave it like that and go to clone. Okay, then it connects to GitHub and hopefully downloads. The next thing we have to set up is the compilation environment. So let's wait. Okay, yes, we want to create a new project. So then it asks some stuff, just leave it like that. We have no other external model. Yes, the project name is this, and yes, the project location is correct. So it will recognize automatically the source folder. And here, since I have checked in a jar, which is not a library, just unclick this. It's basically the final plugin, so it's not a library we need. So next one. Okay, and yes, it should create a new model. So there is already a module file in the repository, so reuse this one. Okay, it warns me now that we have no software development kit assigned. So just press OK, and we will fix this later. Okay, now we have a running IDEA, and we see the sources. Okay, that's basically it. But we're not finished yet. Because if you click one, you see a lot of red stuff and there are a lot of errors. This is because we have not defined the Java development kit. So let's fix this. We go up here to project structure. Okay, and you see it glowing red, no SDK. Okay, all SDKs are defined down here. So see, it's empty. So what I do is, first I make a new JDK. So the JDK we have downloaded. It's here, Patrick build share Java, and then remember it's the JDK 45. So it will recognize most things automatically, but remember we have downloaded the documentation. So what we can do is we attach the documentation. So this is again because this is a zip file. I put it in the I have put in the folder. So Java, and then we go in there and find the JDK AP docs. Say OK. So that's it. That's the first thing. And now we need to define a Plug-In Sdk. So the Plug-In Sdk consists basically of two things. First, it consists of a part which is in the installation directory of your IDEA, which means you please select the installation directory of your IDEA application. You see here it's on the build share where I've shown you. So I click this one and make OK. So then I select the Java SDK platform, the internal, and say OK. So, and now this SDK is using this Java internally. So this one is set up and I select it here for this project. Click. And then I make OK. And now it, you see down here it's indexing all the files, but what you see is basically it's not read. Now it asks if it should attach all the annotations, and you say of course yes. Okay. Now you can try to build the stuff. Make project and see down here. It's making the project and it's successful. It just had a warning, which is not so bad. Okay. Now you probably want to test the thing. Okay, if you want to test the plugin, you have to create a run configuration, which means it takes the compiled plugin code and opens a new sandbox Java, a new sandbox IDEA where the plugin is already loaded in. So you can test your plugin or debug it and stuff like that. So, okay, again, I went up here, edit configurations, and say add one plugin. Okay, unnamed, let's call it Mathematica Plugin. You see here, class path is Mathematica IntelliJIDEA plugin, is everything is correct. Just press OK. Okay, and now you can press run. So, and it will start a new IDEA community edition. It just popped up, see? And as you see, the thing is working. Ah, okay, I forgot one important thing. Let's close this again. What you have to do is you have to activate that you can develop plugins. Go up here to settings, and then here to plugins, and then ensure please that here plugin dev kit is selected. Probably you want Groovy and the UI designer too. Okay, if this is set up, everything should work. Okay, so now we have one thing to do, one last thing, because let's say you want to debug the code, okay, and there's a lot of stuff which is used from IDEA itself, okay, so for instance SDK type or something like this. If you click on it and follow the code, you see here, okay, compiled code. So you cannot see what IDEA, what they implemented at JetBrains. So if you want to see the code, you have to download the source code of IDEA first. Okay, let's fix this. Pretty easy. You see here in the download button, get the source code. Click it and you come to jetbrains.org, which is the open source variant of IDEA. And here you go to download. So now you have two choices. Either you download the package, the source code package directly, or you check it out from version control, which is on GitHub. Let's open this one in the background. Okay, this is basically only an archive. So, and this is a usual Git repository. So what you do is you download the source code and put it in your dev folder or somewhere. Okay, here in my machine, this is I don't know, maybe in a workspace IDEA. What I did, I downloaded the Git repository. So, and what you then can do is the following. If you have downloaded everything, you attach the sources to your SDK. So you go down to up to project structure, SDKs, and at this point you go to source path, you say add, and now you go to the place where you downloaded the IDEA source code, which is here, workspace and IDEA. Let's say OK. Then it asks you whether it should add all this stuff, and you say OK. So click OK, and that's it. So, and if you now follow the thing, you see, OK, an interface is bad for showing code, but probably just go there and ask, OK, which classes have implemented, let's go this one, and see, you see all the code. This helps really when you want to debug this stuff. Okay. So let's say you want to debug the plugin. Okay, let's close everything and start a bit from the beginning. Oh, it's okay. You have the source code, and now you want to, let's say you want to debug the documentation system, which means the following. Okay, we go here, we have our run configuration, and we go to debug. So click debug. So this one pops up. Let's make this a bit smaller. Okay, so, and we can go through the code and we can do all the stuff. So, and here on my Linux system, when I press Ctrl and Q, the documentation pops up. Okay, to everything you see. Okay, let's say there's a bug in it and I want to debug it. Okay, the first thing is here's all the work done under documentation and documentation provider. So let's say there's an error where I don't know, with the element selection. So I just put a breakpoint there. Just go back and then press Ctrl Q again, and what you see is your main Java, your main IDEA halts at the breakpoint, and now you can start doing whatever you want. Okay, so you can go stepwise forward and debug all this stuff. Okay, finished. I hope I haven't forgotten anything important. Anyway, I hope this helps you guys, and see you later.